The farmers' agitation that happened and it continues was one of the major things that this book and other personal allegations have been put against the American Sikh Caucus Committee. The caucus itself wrote to the American Sikh Congressional Caucus to take straightforward action to bring to light the human rights violations that are being occurred. On December 8th, Congressman Garamendi and Congressman T.J. Cox, along with other members, write a letter to Taranjit Singh Sandhu, who is the ambassador of India to the United States, talking about the violations and allowing for peaceful assembly and to continue to protect the rights and freedom of the farmers. This went on where members of the Senate and other members also wrote letters, and into January, where more letters from and people putting on Facebook and Twitter from members of Congress addressing this issue time and time again to stop the human rights violation and allowing the freedom of expression, the freedom of speech, and making sure that these violations did not occur. Our board members, personally individuals, all have also worked on many of the rallies that people have seen and joined in our solidarity with the farmers here in the United States and throughout the world. So this issue continues. We will continue to raise our voice against what is happening in India, against the farmers and their efforts. The American Sikh Caucus Committee not only works with congressional members, but also all elected officials. So in this Kisan Morcha agitation, this message was brought to members of assemblies and delegates and other elected officials throughout California. Matter of fact, many of these elected officials came and spoke to the members of the Sikh community as their voice, along with other members of Congressional Caucus as well.
The ongoing protest of the farmers in India is noted, not only here in our districts, Mr. Valadeo's as well as my own district, but really throughout the United States and around the world. The Sikh community, as broadly spread around the world as it is rallying the attention of the world to the legitimate claims of the farmers in India. And so too, here in the United States, we put forth our own resolutions and letters to the Indian government asking that they pay attention to the issues that the farmers are presenting.
Thank you all for the opportunity to be here today. This is obviously something that's very important to me, and it's very important to the community I have the honor of representing. California's 21st Congressional District is home to a vibrant and proud Sikh community, which is why I rejoined the American Sikh Caucus as co-chair, to make sure I'm doing everything I can to represent the needs of my Sikh neighbors. This includes not only fighting to end the current violence and harassment in the American Sikh community, but also acknowledging the immense religious persecution that they have faced in the past and in the present. This is exactly why I've been so outspoken in support of the Punjabi farmers who are fighting for their livelihood as we speak. I find it deeply upsetting that the Indian government is violating their right to express their concerns. The right to peacefully protest is a bedrock principle to our democratic government. And that's why I urge the Indian government to respect and recognize that I am ready and willing to work with my colleagues in Congress to fight for these very basic rights.
For me, the important part is the support that we've seen from our elected officials here in the United States, from Congressman Garamendi, from Congressman Jim Costa, so many different congressional leaders.
Thank you for being a part of our community. Thank you for farming with us side by side. My family's been in California ag since I was a small child. My great-grandparents moved from the Dakotas to California so they could farm in the Central Valley. Through that time, we met a lot of your community, and it has been an absolute honor to represent you, to work with you, to farm with you, and to live as neighbors with you. And I know your community is going through a lot right now in your country. And I just want you to know that as your state assemblyman, we stand with you. We are here for you. Whatever you need from us, please reach out to my office. This is where we as a community stand together and we say no oppression is acceptable, no matter where it's from and who it's to. It's our time right now to stand together. So just take this from me. We love you, we're here for you, and we will continue to represent you. And please reach out to us if you need anything. God bless each and every one of you tonight. Thank you so much.
Standing up together against injustice. The Sikh community has contributed so much here in the San Joaquin Valley. Like many Sikh families, both Assemblyman Floor and I come from farming families that have long farmed this valley, that understand the traditions and the sacrifice. The Sikh community has always stood with me in elected office, fighting for quality of life here in the San Joaquin Valley. And it is an incredible honor to stand with you to call upon the Indian government for justice. I have communicated directly to the government for the inexcusable actions that have occurred. I stand ready and prepared to fight with you as you have fought for me and for our community. So again, thank you for providing me the honor to be part of this occasion to bring awareness, to apply pressure. I will commit to you that I will be a friend to the Sikh community going forward, not just in this fight, but in every fight.
We are also thankful for the farmers themselves. Their organization, the Kisan Morcha, also wrote a letter back thanking the American Sikh Caucus Committee for their efforts in addressing the issues to the American Sikh Congressional Caucus, along with members of Congress here in the United States.